I cannot believe I found this good of a score for so cheap at a pawn shop. Welcome back to the $20 game collection. Now currently we have 70 games in the collection, 4 Guitar Hero guitars, that Xbox 360 racing wheel, and 4 consoles, I believe. So if you have never seen this video or the series before, the $20 game collection started with only $20, and now we have grown it to over 70 games, which is really crazy. So I'm very excited to share with you what I ended up finding this week. So let's go ahead and check that out. Getting started right away, I hit up a pawn shop that actually had a pretty good deal. Wait to the end to see the really huge one. But I ended up picking up 4 games from this pawn shop for only $20, which is a totally awesome, amazing deal. First off, Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock for the Xbox 360. If you've watched the channel before, you know I am always selling those. Then I found Guitar Hero Live for the Xbox 360 as well. Next, I found 2 copies of Grand Theft Auto, both one on the Xbox One and then the other one on the PS4. Now, if you notice, these were marked at $20, and then these weren't marked. So when I went to ring up, she just rang me up as $20 for all 4, which is totally awesome because that means I paid $5 each, which means these are definitely going to make money for the game collection. The next thing was kind of interesting, and it ties back to the last episode because I talked about creating that Nintendo Wii Bundle, and I did, and I listed it, and then someone on Mercari actually reached out to me and said, hey, you have 2 Call of Duty games in this listing, would you sell those separately? And usually I don't waste my time, but he offered me $20 plus shipping for both of them, which means $10 each, which means we basically just paid for the games we bought at the thrift store. So I definitely took that offer. I took pictures of the new bundle and I relisted it for $65 instead of $75, which is what I had it previously listed at. Took those 2 games out, sold them, and now I'm really happy because we made $20 already. And if we sell this for $65, that means we make $10 more than the bundle would have been. So I'm really happy so far how that's going. Hopefully that sells this week, we'll have to see. I was kind of motivated to go back out thrifting, and wow, am I glad that I was, because I ended up hitting up my local Goodwill, the one that's really close to me, and I found some games on a cart that they had just rolled out. And I don't often see PSP games, so when I find games, I definitely tend to pick them up. First off, complete in box was Patapon. Then a game that I don't have, Grip Shift. This definitely looks interesting, so I'll have to play that. And last but not least, on the PSP games, Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. All of these PSP games were on the shelf and the cart, and I was really happy. And last but not least was PlayStation 2 Spyro A Hero's Tale. This is actually a pretty decent game when it comes to value. I want to say it was between $15 and $20, and I only paid $4 each. So these games were definitely well worth picking up. I might end up keeping Grip Shift for my actual collection and buy it out, but the rest of these games that I don't have, or I already have, I will definitely be selling, so hopefully we can get some money out of it. Let's go ahead and talk about what sold this week because we have a ton of awesome stuff. First off, we already talked about those Wii games with the Call of Duty, but we sold other stuff as well. First off, we sold a Guitar Hero guitar on Facebook Marketplace for $35, which is totally absolutely amazing. I'm so glad we did that. Then I sold Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the original Xbox for $15. Then we sold Grand Theft Auto on the Xbox One for $10 on Facebook Marketplace. And last but not least, I ended up selling that Switch Lite, at least one of the Coral Switch Lites, for $150, which is totally awesome because I bought them for $125, selling for $150, which means $25 in profit. That's pretty decent considering. But let's go ahead and take that money and go to the pawn shop and thrift stores and see if we can find anything else. If you are watching this and you are enjoying the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you are not already subscribed. 75% of the people that watch my channel aren't actually subscribed, so do me a favor, hit that bell notification while you're at it, and let's get back to game hunting. After we ended up selling all that stuff, I headed back to the thrift stores, and I didn't really find anything, but right next to it is the pawn shop, and I hit that up whenever I go to the thrift store, so I checked it out. I walked in and looked around, and then I saw behind the counter they had a Wii kind of down below on the ground, and I said, hey, how much is that Wii? Can I look at it? And she said 50 bucks, and I was like, ugh, I don't know if I really want to pay that, but she was like, it comes with a lot of stuff, just to let you know. And I'm like, alright, well, can I at least look at what it comes with? And no kidding, she walks out from the back with a tub full of stuff, and I'm like, wow, they didn't separate this or anything, but I was really happy about it. So let me get this set up and we'll talk about how much it was and all that stuff. First off, let's go ahead and talk about the Wii games. Now, none of these are anything crazy, but they will go into a bundle, so I'll be okay with that. Wii Fit Plus, Your Shape with Jenny McCartney, 10-Minute Solution Knockout Body, EA Interactive or EA Active Personal Trainer, and Wii Fit. These games are just filler games, and obviously the person that sold this was only into working out with the Wii. Which actually makes sense to me why she had this Wii Fit board, and it actually has this weird charger that you plug in and it goes in the battery slot. It's actually kind of interesting. Like, I've never seen these, and so when I saw it, I thought it was kind of cool, I guess. Moving on to the system, yes, it is a GameCube backwards compatible. They did break the door a little bit, which is kind of a bummer, but there wasn't any disc in it, which I was hoping maybe we could find like a Mario Kart or something, but no. This person only had workout games for the Wii. What? It literally came with like every cord you could imagine, and I'm not sure why, because the only ones I really need are the power and the AV. So I now have an HDMI cord, like 2 coax cables, a random power. There's a lot of cords that came with this. It came with a Mario Kart wheel, but no Mario Kart, sadly. It had a sensor bar, obviously, 2 nunchucks, which is pretty cool. But the best thing about this was the 4 Wii remotes. Now, these 2 are just regular Wii remotes, and these 2 are Wii Motion Plus. These are about $15 each, and these are about $20 each. So we're looking at about $70 just here in controllers. So overall, I'm very glad that I went into this pawn shop. This will probably make me around $125 from the $50 to that, so about $75 in profit. Maybe a little more depending on how I bundle everything and sell it, but I'm definitely stoked that I picked this up, and I'm really glad we ended up doing it for the $20 game collection. That is how the week went. We bought a bunch of stuff, we sold some cool stuff, and that pawn shop really hit hard. Earlier on in the week, I found those games from it, and then at the end of the week, I found that Wii with all that other stuff. I cannot believe that this pawn shop had so much awesome stuff. So I'm very glad to be finding that, really. I have been selling Wii stuff so much. Buying it and selling it has been really profitable. So if you see those in the wild, maybe check them out, see what they come with and all that stuff. Now, they can be somewhat expensive, like this one was 50 bucks. But when it breaks it down, if you can get $125 from 50, that's totally well worth it and will definitely grow your collection. So if you are like me and you take $20 and you want to grow your collection, you can definitely do it, and that's what this video is all about. Hopefully this video will motivate you to go out there. Maybe you have a little bit of a budget, maybe $20, maybe $100, who knows? But take that out. Go game hunting. You will find stuff. You just got to be consistent and willing to go out there. So with that being said, that's all I got for you guys. Peace.